Today, we're finding out what it's like to sail on one of Royal Caribbean's oldest ships in its fleet. We're boarding Jewel of the Seas for a 4-night cruise to the Bahamas where we will see for ourselves if the term oldie but goodie applies to this aging ship. We're going to show you what you can expect on Embarkation Day, give you a tour of this surprisingly beautiful ship, and give you a taste of the different entertainment on offer. Join us as we have all of that to share and so much more up next. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, where we are getting ready to board Jewel of the Seas with Royal Caribbean. Last year, we took our first ever Royal Caribbean cruise on Allure of the Seas, which is an Oasis class ship, one of the biggest ships in the world. And now we're doing something a little different and we are going to the opposite end of the spectrum. We are sailing on a 21-year-old ship. It's like over 21 years old. She is an old girl, and we're hopping on board today for a 4-night sailing to the Bahamas, basically mirroring our cruise that we did a couple weeks ago where we got married on the Disney Wish, where we start with a day at sea, we go to Nassau, and then we end things off at Royal Caribbean's private island of Perfect Day at Coco Cay. So let's go ahead and get this day started. We're wrapping things up here in our hotel room, which, by the way, we spent the night here at Spring Hill Suites in Fort Lauderdale, just south of Fort Lauderdale Airport, in case you guys are looking for a okay hotel to stay at the night before. It cost us $85 to spend the night here, which honestly isn't bad, and we can leave our car here for just $5 a night while we're on the cruise, which is a fantastic deal. We're gonna be hopping in an Uber in just a little bit to head on over to the cruise terminal. So yeah, I think I covered everything regarding the hotel. Let's go ahead and head on out and have some fun. Our level 8 suitcases are packed and ready to go. We also have our tags on them. So like we said before in our last Royal cruise, Royal Caribbean does not send you luggage tags like Disney Cruise Line does. You do have to print them out yourself and tag them on the bag. We do have these nifty little bag tags that we have on our Amazon storefront, so you guys can get them for yourselves. These are made specifically for like cruise luggage tags, so that way you can have a more sturdy way of tagging your bags, so that way they know where to send them. So another thing I want to mention about this hotel is that it does have transportation to and from the port. However, it is $20 a person. So when we checked in last night, they were like, yeah, it's $20 a person. If I were you, I would take an Uber. So that's exactly what we're doing. We're taking an Uber from here over to Port Everglades, and it's going to be just $15 total for us, which is awesome. Alright, we have made it over here to the ports. You can see the ship is right over there. She's looking mighty nice. Not gonna lie, I was expecting something a little different, but this is nice. So we are at Terminal 19. We pulled in right over there and they kind of split you off. They can send you in this direction for porters, or they can send you in this direction for porters. Either way, you're gonna be dropping off your bags. Make sure you guys tip your porters well, and then you're gonna be turning on around this way and heading on inside. We have an entrance right over here for Key and Pinnacle guests, and then we have regular entrance right over here. We have security up first. We will see you guys when we're done. So while we're waiting in line for security, we're getting our e-muster done, so that way when we get on the ship we don't have to do anything except check in to our muster station. That's one thing that I definitely love about Royal Caribbean over Disney, is that you get your e-muster done before you even get on. Alright, we have made it past security. The line went rather quickly, and now we are just trying to find like a check-in area. So I think all of this is for regular, and then we have Pinnacle and Suites guests over here. They did recommend that we go further on down towards one of the later lines, because they said it would be shorter, but we'll see. All right, we've made it past security and check-in. That check-in was the most frustrating thing. There are a bunch of different lines and each of them are moving so slow. It's very possible for them to spend up to like 5-7 minutes per family because they're checking everybody's individual documents, and not everybody has a passport. A lot of kids have birth certificates, and they are going through line by line, verifying everybody's information that you should have already submitted when you checked in online in order to get your arrival time. So yeah, that was very frustrating. Like, we were in that whole area for upwards of 40 minutes total, from the time of getting in to us now getting onto the ship. It was a lot, but it's fine. We're getting on board the ship now, and we're ready to have some fun. We'd like to thank Level 8 for sponsoring this portion of today's video. Last year, I purchased the Roadrunner 20-inch carry-on, and it has been my go-to travel bag for not only air travel, but cruising as well. I can confidently say that this is the best carry-on bag I've ever purchased. The build quality is fantastic, and other than a few travel scratches, it's held up extremely well in all types of travel conditions. So when Level 8 offered to send me a new luggage to review, I of course had to say yes. This, my friends, is the Voyager 20-inch carry-on luggage. It's lightweight, durable, and made of a 3-layered micro diamond surface that makes it extremely difficult to scratch. It comes with 4 double 360-degree spinner wheels that are practically silent on just about any surface, and makes walking through the airport, hotel, or cruise terminal an absolute breeze. I love the TSA approved locks featured on all of my Level 8 cases. They allow me to pack with confidence and check in with peace of mind. My favorite design feature, however, is the innovative wide handle design meant to help maximize your packing capacity. I also love how both sides of the bag have zipper pockets that make packing and unpacking super convenient. Something unique that makes this bag great for summer vacations is the special dry-wet separation pocket, so you can toss that still damp bathing suit in without worry of getting your other items wet as well. You guys already know how picky I am when it comes to the products I sponsor on this channel, so you know these bags come with a Theme Park Express guarantee. If you're in the market for some new luggage that you know will survive the 2025 travel season and beyond, then click my affiliate link down in the description below and use code ThemePark10 at checkout to get 10% off your Level 8 purchase and help support the channel and what I do. Thanks so much to Level 8 for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back into the action. But with all of that being said, we are finally on the gangway, getting ready to board Jewel of the Seas. Take a look at that. I hope they announce our name when we get on board. You good, babe? Don't trip over your bag, please. Let's not start the cruise with an incident. So we just got on board the ship, and holy cow. Take a look at this atrium, guys. Holy moly. This is pretty. I was not expecting this. Look at that. We have projections on the wall over here. We got the reflective surfaces. We have elevators over here. We even have a little fountain. This is nice. I was not expecting this. I did very, very little research on this ship prior to getting on board, and I am so happy that I didn't, because this is awesome. So as soon as you walk on the ship, there is a table over here where they are going to try and sell you the different drink packages. They have some different offers over here. In case you're curious for the pricing, you can go ahead and pause to read. It shows the price for the whole cruise without gratuity and with gratuity. There's a whole bunch of different options here. So we are opting for the fountain soda package, and it's just going to be for one person, and with gratuity it's going to be $84. All these prices are just for one person. So with the fountain soda package, you get to pick a souvenir reusable cup with an RFID chip. And he's the one who sold it to us. He did a very good job. We love him. So once you pay for it, you get this little sticker to stick onto your SeaPass card, and this is how the bars will know that you have the soda package, and they will give you your sodas for free. Well, not free, you pay for it, but you guys know what I mean. All right, so we boarded the ship on deck 4. We made it down to deck 3. Let's go ahead and look for our room. We are room 3634. All right, we have made it to our room, room 3634. There is a line of bags down here. Good Lord. Hopefully we'll be able to find ours soon. Let's see what we got. All right, here we are in room 3634. Is it 3634? Yeah, 3634. This is an ocean view stateroom here on board Jewel of the Seas. Not the largest stateroom in the world. It's about the size of an inside, but we do have a pretty big porthole right behind the bed, which is awesome. So let's go ahead and start from this end over here. So we have the bed over here. It has been pushed together. In case you guys are traveling separately, these beds can separate and you'll have a little gap in the middle. We have a nightstand over here against the wall. Let's see, does this open up? It does. Ugh, that's sticky. What the heck? Well, we're not going to touch that. And it looks like there's a little light underneath down here. There's a little light right here. I don't know how you... Oh, there you go. I don't know how that functions. There you go. A little light right there. On the opposite side of the bed, we have the same nightstand. We also have our drawer right there. We have our in-room phone. Let's see. This controls the light above our bed. And then we have another light over here that controls something else. We'll figure that out. We have the same little night light right there. We have a decent sized mirror right here next to the bed. We have Coda right here. I don't think this pulls out into anything. This is just a regular couch. It's not like Disney Cruise Line where this would like fold down into a bed. This is just a regular couch. Coffee table over here. It's a little dinged up, but it's to be expected. This is an old ship. Over here, we have our TV that's playing a bunch of safety information. I assume this is our mini fridge. Yep. Mini fridge. We have our TV remote. We have a couple of storage spaces. Actually, this is like a little desk extension. That's handy. I like that. Was not expecting that. We have a drawer down here with our hair dryer. Some more storage space down there. Up top, we have our safe. It's a decent sized safe. Not enough space for a laptop, but you can still put your passports and stuff in there. And we have some other storage up here. Let's go on down this way. We have our chair. We have our literature over here, which we will get into in just a little bit. We have an outlet over here, an outlet over here. There's no USB-Cs, there's no USB-A, so we just have these two outlets to work with right now. Let's see, I see a handle. This opens up into some sneaky storage space. I think we have the same thing over here. Yep, some storage space. We have some more, another desk extension. Nope, no desk extension. We got tissues over here. And then we have our closet space. Let's go ahead and open this up. Yeah, we have our life jackets over here. Hanger space. It looks like there's a laundry bag. We have our bags in here for right now, so we could do the room tour. Some more storage space for some clothing items or shoes. More hanger space. And then on the opposite side over here, we have our bathroom. What's this? What is that? I have no idea what this is. It doesn't say thermostat. We'll ask our room host what that is. Anyway, no, the thermostat's over here. So the thermostat, make sure that's on the lowest setting. Now, let's get into the bathroom. Actually, does this control something in the bathroom? Nope. I have no idea what that's for. Anyways, bathroom. It's an okay sized bathroom. We don't have any split bathrooms over here on Royal Caribbean unless you're on one of their newer ships. So this is going to be an old style bathroom. It looks like we have a space to plug in your hair dryer or shavers over here. We have a couple of cups. I like the Royal Caribbean branding. We have our Salt and Breeze soap over here. We have a sink, a couple of towels over here, towels down there. We have a wastebasket. We have our toilet paper, some more towels. We have our toilet. Let's go ahead and do a flush test. Huh. That definitely screams old. And then we have our shower pod over here. You get in here, you tell Scotty you're ready to get beamed up, and you can wash yourself. Interesting. Let me hop inside. Actually, babe, come over here and show the guys what I look like inside, because this is a pretty small shower, and people need to know how I fit. So, you can see, for a big guy, it's a little cramped. I'm not going to lie. You're not going to be having a two-person shower in here. But, you know, let me go ahead and, like, close one of these. So, like, if I wanted to do this, it's a little tight, but it's enough to wash my non-existent hair and, I guess, do whatever else I need to do. It's serviceable. You'll get done what you need to get done. And I'm sure, like, on other cruise lines, you can go to the spa and find bigger showers. We'll find out throughout the course of this cruise. Maybe not today, but we'll let you know over the next couple of videos or so what we find out about the spa and showers over there. But it's not terrible. But if you're much bigger than I am, then you're definitely going to have a hard time. So we'll make sure to find out that information. And of course, like we mentioned earlier, this ship is 20 plus years old. So it's going to have some little dings here and there and some rust going on. It's not going to be perfect. I'm not expecting, you know, Star of the Seas level stuff, but, you know, it's serviceable. It's clean-ish. Like, it looks clean. It smells clean. I'm not noticing anything, like, bad, but, you know, it's okay. For me, the most important thing is, does the room look clean and does the room smell clean? Because there are times where you go to a hotel and those two things right off the bat, you can tell it's not good. But for right now, I'm satisfied, especially for the price that we paid and the, you know, how old this cruise ship is. This isn't bad at all. Here's a look outside our porthole on deck 3. You can see they are loading up all the food right now. They're loading up pallets and pallets of potatoes and other food items. You can see there's a hard-working dog over there doing his best to keep us safe. Really nice, not bad. I can't wait to see what our view is once we set sail. Okay, now it is time for us to make our way over to our muster station. So our room, for frame of reference, on deck 3 is somewhere back here. We're in the aft. Elevator? Ah, okay. Yay. Going up. There's a nice little window over here to the outside. I think this is the promenade deck that we're on, and we can go out over there.
Yeah, our thing's outside.
Are things outside? Ah, okay. But there's a little nook here for you to go out and kind of admire the water. That's not bad. Look for turtles without being outside. Okay, so what did you just say?
Oh, look, a cheese grater.
She's talking about the trash can. It looks like a cheese grater. It really does. So we're looking for our muster station right now, and we're about to head on outside, but take a look up there. You can see a list of all the different muster stations that are available by going out through this door. And so we turn around and we look, and we can see our assembly station on that side. So that makes it quick and easy to find. Tides. Oh, this is the main restaurant. This is the main dining room. So I was confused. So over here we have Tides on deck 5. This is the main dining room, so you can see.
But we're on 4.
Yeah. Wait. No,
They
this is.
assign you a table.
Oh, they assign you. Okay, so yeah, I thought you were talking about like right now we're on 4. No, we're on 5 right now, but we're sitting on 4. So this is a look at the menu for tonight's dinner, which we'll get into a little bit later. Coda, you're thinking about food. I know. It is gross outside. It is really hot. Let's see. We're looking for a V17. There we go. Now we just got to go check in. So over here is the main dining room. Nice tall window, and you can kind of walk by while people are eating. And if you wanted to do something a little crazy, you could just moon people while they're eating. There's no one in there right now, I promise you. But it's still really interesting that you could be seated for dinner and have a nice view of concrete for now. Have you seen the videos of people complaining that they paid for an ocean view when they first board and they look out and it's the parking garage? And some people are serious. Like, I've seen a couple that were like joking, but they get out there and they're like, what the hell? I paid for an ocean view and I'm looking at the garage. What's going on?
If you don't know, and you know, you see the other side and it's water and this.
It's really amusing to watch sometimes, but yeah, it's one of our favorite jokes. All right, so where to now?
I'm hungry.
You want some food?
Yeah.
All right, take us to the food because I have no idea where I'm going.
I'm making it up as I go along.
Ah, aren't we all? So the doors to the main dining room are open, so we're kind of coming inside for a little sneak peek. We're not going to be on this floor, but this is still really cool. Take a look at the staircase over here. And I've seen some videos from Royal Caribbean ships. I don't know if all the ships do it. Oh, there's a waterfall over here? Holy moly. Camera's having a hard time focusing. There you go. And there's a piano. Like, I've seen videos of some Royal Caribbean ships where they do like shows and like all the wait staff come over here and they like start doing a little jiggy jig over here. So that would be really cool to see. I don't know if we're gonna get to see that tonight, but this is still really nice. This is.
Last night we have specialty dining, so if they did something, we're gonna miss it.
Aw, unfortunate, but it's fine. Now, this is a really nice dining room. It's 2 decks tall. We have deck 4 over here and deck 5. God?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and once again, welcome to your vacation.
It's Taco Bell.
While you enjoy
Great, you ruined it. That's all I'm gonna hear now. Oh no. But this is awesome. You can see how close the tables are together. We actually need to talk to someone and see if we're sitting by ourselves. So we need to do that because we can see you have a table over here and a table right next door. You might as well be sitting next to somebody, but you know, I just wanted to point it out. You know what I mean? Okay, so what did we just find out?
So since the doors are open and we saw somebody else doing it, I don't know if you noticed, came to scope out our table to see like if we're at one of these big round ones or if we're at a 2-top. We're actually, so it's 3-2, 3-3, we're at 3-4.
So we're at a 4-top.
We're at a 4-top.
Okay, so 534, and it says on your room key, or is it your room key or the app?
It's the...
Okay, so it says it on your room key what table you're at.
And what time.
And what time. So we'll talk to somebody and see if we're sitting by ourselves or if we're dining with another couple. Yeah, we'll let you guys know. Let's go and talk to somebody. So the process of getting our table changed was easy peasy. We went over to the person at the computer, we requested a table for 2, and they changed our table, no problem at all. He just took a little marker to our CPAS cards and wrote in our new table number, and now we're all set. All right, we made it up to deck 11. Let's go ahead and have some lunch at Windjammer. All right, here we are. Wow, this is nice. It's very nautical. I don't know what it is. I think it's the browns, the dark browns and the whites and blue. It screams nautical to me. Like it's almost the like tones of like old Disney Cruise Line, if that makes any sense. So we have all of our foods and stuff over here. There is a lot. We're not going to be going through absolutely everything. I'm going to kind of follow Coda around and see what she gets as far as food. And then we'll find a place to sit, and then we'll go from there. We have some mashed potatoes, we have gravy, beef goulash, we have pasta, we got some veggies, chicken, fish fillet. We have a bread station over here with a whole bunch of different options. We have some cold cut options over here in case that's your thing. This mac and cheese looks really good. We have some other vegetables. We have some pork schnitzel, some more pasta, mashed potatoes and gravy. We have some potato wedges over here, some more vegetables. We have some barbecue chicken. We have some egg fried rice, some beef noodles, some fava beans, and some more fish. All the other savory stations are full of people right now, but here's a quick look at the desserts. Everything looks incredible. Oh my goodness. All these different cakes that they have. They have carrot cake over here as well. All right, lunch has been served. I got a bunch of meat. That's pork schnitzel over here, and that's roast beef. I have a cheeseburger patty, mac and cheese, and potatoes. And Coda is in the process of chomping down on her food. And something I want to bring up is that even though I don't have a drink package for like soda fountains and everything, they do have complimentary drinks over here at the different food locations. So for example, this is a tropical mango punch, and then over here they have a regular fruit punch, and these are complimentary for you. So you don't necessarily have to get the soda package if you don't want alcohol. There are other free options for you. So as you guys enter the Windjammer, you're gonna see a lot of tables on either side. In case you guys are looking for more options, there's some over there on that far side, and then there's some outdoor seating over here. This is outdoors. On that side, it's indoors, so make sure you guys are aware of that. So keep this in mind, guys. We're on deck 11. Oh my gosh. If you suffer from vertigo, I would not suggest standing over here. Ooh, look at these seats right here, babe. Those look like nice chill spots. I don't know what's down below. I think it's just guest rooms, to be completely honest with you. But these seats look nice. They're like tucked away, they're alone. Be a nice place to hang out on like a sea day or something. Still, this is really cool. I love all of this. So we have made it out to the main pool area. You can see they're getting a band all set up, possibly for a sail away. Out here is the main pool deck. Ooh, take a look at that. Over there it says Jewel of the Seas. That's really cool. We can get a thumbnail photo over there. Not necessarily for this video maybe, but still very cool. The main pool is closed off. We have a couple of hot tubs over here, a lot of different loungers. There's a bar back there. Let's head on up one. Oh snap, and I didn't even notice the massive TV that's right here. That's cool. Okay, so we made it up one more deck. We're on deck 12. You can see a running track over here with the directional arrows. So that's the forward of the ship. Over here is the aft. I want to know what this is. Is this like a lounge space, or is this like a concierge type space? I don't know. We'll make sure to explore that a little bit later, but let's continue on this way. If you're a plane spotter and you're taking a cruise out of Port Everglades, you're definitely gonna love the views. You can get a shot of all the planes taking off and landing over at Fort Lauderdale. Unfortunately, I do believe this is gonna be the best view of the funnel and Royal Caribbean Crown and Anchor logo that we're gonna get from on board the ship. So as we make our way further on back, it looks like we have a little kids splash pad area. I'm gonna keep the camera focused on Coda. It is a little noodle. It looks like there's a water slide over here. There's a little teeny tiny pool, and then there's a little bit of a deeper section. You can see the kids slide over here. Ooh, there's a rock climbing wall over there. That's cool. You gonna do some rock climbing?
No, but maybe, because on Oasis when I did it, you could see out the back and see everything. So it's by the water show. So maybe I don't have as much of a view. So maybe.
You have sneakers with you, right?
Yeah.
Oh, see? There you go. You can do some rock climbing. I believe in you.
I will not be participating in the speed trials, though.
In the speed trials?
No.
As we head further on back, we found Izumi. Let's come on back this way. I don't think like this outdoor section is necessarily part of it. Like you're not going to be dining out here, but I believe the restaurant is inside right here. Can we go inside? Are we able to? We are. Huh. This place is tiny. This place is small. We do have reservations for Izumi later on in the cruise. I do believe it's our last night, but holy cow, this place is tiny. Unless there's another way in that I'm not seeing, this is it. Holy cow. And I think this is like a sushi bar over here as well, which is cool. So over here, we have the aft of the ship. You can see we have a couple of lounge chairs over here. Down here, we have the Windjammer Buffet outdoor seating section, very similar to what you would find on Disney Cruise Line with cabanas. And speaking of Disney Cruise Line, the Disney boat is so far away. I mean, it's so close yet so far. Babe. So close yet so far. It's okay, we were just on the Dream a couple of months ago. It wasn't that long ago. We do have a couple more Disney cruises booked for the rest of the year. Unfortunately, none like anytime in the very near future.
And none on the Dream.
And none on the Dream, but it's fine. It's fine, we're gonna have fun on this cruise. But something to think about is that those guys have to stand outside for their muster drill. We don't. What time is it?
3.
3?
They're not out there yet.
They're not out there just yet. It's gonna be like 3:30 when we start seeing people out on deck. Look at those losers having to stand out for their muster drill. We got it done lickety split. We don't have to worry about it. Rounding the corner over here, we have a shuffleboard court, Brian and Carrie, in case you guys are watching. Shuffleboard, I don't know if it's regulation size or not, but it's a thing. Looks like they have a golf simulator, which is cool. There's a session in progress right now, so we're not gonna be able to see what's going on. They have some turf in here, which is interesting. Some nicer tables and chairs and place to hang out. Oh, here's your shuffleboard stuff, in case you guys are looking for it. Can you guys let me know in the comments section, does Disney post the rules for shuffleboard out on deck? Because I don't recall ever seeing the rules. I also want to point out that we are joined by the Celebrity Reflection over here in Port Everglades. Was there another ship or are we the only 3?
Just the 3.
Just the 3? Okay, so we have the Jewel of the Seas, Celebrity Reflection, and the Disney Dream. Coda is unfortunately being stubborn, doesn't want to move because she's worried that she's going to miss a turtle. I don't think we're going to see a turtle in this green murky water. If it was a little more blue like it is in Port Canaveral, then yeah, I'd say you have a better chance, but I don't think you're going to get it right now. Plus, you're not wearing sunscreen, so we need to get you back inside.
Plus 2.
So on the starboard side of the ship, we have the kids' pool area. On the port side, we have a basketball court and other like court for whatever you need. There's a couple of nets over here in case you guys want to play a bit of soccer as well. That's nice. Ooh, take a look at this. They have some like foot soccer. So you can sit here at the table. It's a little dirty, but you can sit here at the table and play with your little feetsies and try and score a goal. We can do that later when it's not super sunny because I'm sure these seats are pretty toasty right now. So we made our way inside the little curved dome thing. And yeah, it is a little bar and lounge. This is nice. The AC is kicking in here. It feels really good. But there's a nifty little bar over here. It looks like there's a dance floor as well. So yeah, there's definitely going to be some events going on in here. You can see there's a piano as well. This would be a great place to come in on a sea day and just kind of sit out by the window and watch the sea go by. That's awesome, and you can get a look at the pool area over there. Babe, get on the dance floor and bust a move. Is that your version of breakdancing?
Yeah, I was gonna get down and then I was like, no.
Well, let's not.
Toddler with a diaper.
Toddler with a diaper. Yeah, you can come over here and get a look at the pool area. That's awesome. It is really hot outside, like good lord, it is hot. But in here is a nice chill space. I can definitely picture us hanging out in here on like a sea day or any other day in the evening. Grab a drink or something and just people watch.
The belly flop competition.
Ooh, this will be a great place to watch the belly flop competition, but I'm low-key tempted to participate this time because I didn't participate on Allure. And you know, they like big guys that do it, so I feel like I have a decent chance if I hurt myself enough. Do I get extra points if I have a nosebleed?
I don't think so. I think you and everyone else loses. The pool's gotta go.
That is true. That is true. So we figured out that this area is called a Vortex, and right over here there is a Vortex. Almost looks like a hurricane. Don't know why they would want that on a cruise ship, but that's still cool. So half of the Vortex area of this cruise ship is reserved for the Crown Lounge. You guys saw the walls on the inside over there, so this is like your exclusive concierge area. Okay, so is someone gonna explain this to me? Why do we have random flamingos that are dressed funny like?
For different occasions.
What the heck? Like that one's in a tutu. This one looks like a butler or Elvis. And then there's another one over here that looks like she's about to dance the cucaracha. What the heck? So we found a way to look all the way down on the atrium. Oh, that's a no thank you from me. That is sketchy. So we're looking across the way right now at the Disney Dream, and you can see all the people outside holding up the signs for the muster drill and all the groups of people lining up, and we're just kind of laughing at them. So I didn't catch on to it earlier. This bar is literally called Pool Bar, and then this one up here is called Sky Bar. That makes sense. Nice and simple. So I completely forgot about the Salarium. This is like this big indoor space on the cruise ship, and I think there's a pool down there too. Let's go see if we can check it out. So now we've made our way to the very forward of the ship. You can see the helipad over here. We have the celebrity ship off in the distance. Take a look at those kayakers over there. They're heading on into, what are those? It's probably mangroves. That's gotta be really cool. Do you guys remember when we kayaked on the channel for the first time during COVID? That was a fun experience. I didn't enjoy it at all, but Coda had a great time. I was terrified. You guys know me, I am terrified of the water. If I can't see below me, there might as well be like the Loch Ness Monster under me. All right, we have found the Salarium. Let's head on inside and check it out. This is like an indoor pool area, and it's adult only, guess 18 plus. Wow, this is not the theming I was expecting. I don't know what it's giving. It's giving like Thai theme, almost, you know? Would you say like it's like Thai themed?
Kinda, yeah.
Based off of the architecture, and then you have the elephants over here.
Which is a symbol.
Yeah.
All sorts of Asian.
It's still really nice. Ooh, there's a bridge over here. Let's go on the bridge. Look, there's a cat. So you can see there's a little like small pool where you can get your feetsies wet, and then there's the main pool over here. Huh. So inside the Salarium, they also have the Salarium Cafe. You can see a couple of desserts over there, and they have a pizza section. All right, here we are. 2 pina coladas, a cruise tradition. Babe, whoop, it's dribbling.
Usually it's me.
I know. To a good cruise. Yay. Oh, there is a bar over here. Oh, it's Latitude.
So go ahead and get excited, because on day number 4 of this cruise vacation, you will certainly have a chance to enjoy all the chills and thrills of Perfect Day at Coco Cay. Well, enjoy yourselves and watch the Entertainment Today morning show each and every morning, because I'll be there on TV sharing all the information you need to enjoy this cruise vacation. Welcome aboard.
So we made our way to Deck 5 from the Promenade Deck. We got a couple of lounge chairs over here. We got our drinks and we are waiting to watch Sail Away. And at the same time, keeping an eye on the Disney Dream for their Sail Away. We know that their Sail Away party starts in about a little under 10 minutes or so, and then they'll start pulling away. But it's a little sad being so far away from we are sailing away. But it's fine. We're still gonna have a blast. And take a look at that, guys. The Disney Dream is backing on up for their 3-point turn to head on out to sea. We honestly thought that we would leave before them. So Coda and I were watching the Disney Dream back up and sail away. We could hear their sail away party, and part of us is a little sad. Not gonna lie. We are just a little bit sad because we know that that is the Superior ship over there. But again, we're trying to, break out of the Disney bubble a little bit and broaden our cruise horizons and try different things. That's what life is all about, is trying different things and breaking out of your comfort zone. So while we're sailing away, let's go ahead and give you guys some fun facts about Jewel of the Seas. It has 13 total decks with 12 guest decks. It holds 852 crew. It has 1,097 staterooms and can hold 2,191 guests. It's 90,090 gross tons. It's 962 feet or 239 meters long. It's 106 feet wide. It was built at the Meyer Wharfs Yard in Papenburg, Germany, and its maiden voyage was May 8th of 2004. Just to give you guys a little bit of backstory on this ship that we're on. So by no means is it the smallest or oldest Royal Caribbean ship, but it is definitely down there or up there as one of the oldest and the smallest. So babe, which one of these houses are we buying? That one? The one with the pool? Yeah, we're looking at that one right there.
Or the one with the wave rider.
We got this one, or there's one with its own wave rider. Like, I want that kind of money to have my own wave rider, to just do it and wipe out whenever I want.
Or the one with the greenest grass over there.
The one with the greenest grass?
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
Pictures, yeah.
Yeah, those are all really nice houses. And then you have the Disney Dream all the way off in the distance over there.
Ooh, hear me out. We buy that condo building.
Buy that the whole building?
Yeah, and then people gotta buy from us.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's how that works. So we just made it back to the room to get ready for dinner, and our bags are here. Yay! I just want you guys to see how close we are to the water. Good lord. Heaven forbid we hit like any big swells or big waves. It is coming up on our window. This is still really cool though. Not the lowest we've ever been on a cruise ship, because on the Magic we were on deck 2, right? This is deck 3. Not the lowest, but still very interesting. Alright, we are all squared away and ready for dinner. It is just one deck above us on 4. Alright, here we are at Tides on deck 4 for dinner.
Please follow my colleague. Enjoy the evening.
Thank you. Hello. Alright, we have made it to our table. It's not too far away from where we were originally seating, but we do have a table to ourselves. There is a couple next to us, so we are going to try and keep our voices a little bit down, but let's go ahead and enjoy. Alright, here's our menu for the very first night of the cruise. It is the Welcome Aboard menu. Up top we have our chef's recommendations. For starters, we have a spinach artichoke dip, a chilled shrimp cocktail, a roasted tomato soup, Caesar salad, escargot, and a crispy crab cake. For main courses, we have a fish fillet, fried chicken, New York strip steak, prime rib, spaghetti bolognese, a stuffed portobello mushroom, a grilled chicken breast, and a chicken sag. That's very interesting. We have our premium selections, which are additional costs. We have a Maine lobster tail, chops grilled filet mignon, and a surf and turf. And then we have our dessert options down here, which include a key lime pie, cheesecake, Boston cream pie, ice cream, dark chocolate custard, peanut caramel bar, and a cheese plate. Starting things off with some escargot, and Coda opted for the spinach artichoke dip. It's kind of hard to focus. There it is. And for my second appetizer, I opted for a shrimp cocktail. So if you guys are new to the channel, you guys already know that I am not a food critic. I don't pretend to be a food critic. So I'm not going to spend 10 minutes describing a food item and, you know, what all is in there and all involved in it. Typically, as a rule of thumb for this channel, if I don't say anything about it, then it was good. I will go out of my way to let you guys know if there was something that I tried that I didn't like. But if I don't say anything, then it was good. But that escargot, really, really solid. I actually enjoyed it more than the Disney Cruise Line escargot. And I think it came down to the bread that it came with. It was like a focaccia type bread that it came with, and it was very solid overall. So, not a bad start. All right, our entrees have arrived. Both Coda and I opted for the New York strip steak. All right, desserts have arrived. I opted for just some plain old vanilla ice cream, and Coda opted for the cheesecake. So we made it back to the room for just a... No. If you get in that bed, you're not going to want to leave. I know you're tired. Don't do it.
It's cold in here.
It's cold in here. Then I'll turn the fan away. We do have our... Whoa, I almost tripped over the thing. We do have our fanny... All I heard was frantic moving of the sheets. Did you jumping in? We're not here to nap.
I never said we were.
Oh, but it's gonna lead to a nap. Look at you all snug as a bug. Anyways, like, again, people cruise in different ways.
This is how I cruise.
This is how Coda cruises.
Look, I can see the ocean and everything.
Yeah, exactly. A floating hotel room. Anyways, we're unpacking our stuff right now. Just some of our stuff. We typically live out of our bags on these shorter 3-4 night cruises, but we do have a couple of shirts in here that we ironed in the hotel this morning before coming on that we don't want to iron again. So we're going to hang those up because there is no complimentary iron or laundry facilities here on Royal Caribbean. So make sure you iron all your good stuff before you get here, or else you're going to have to pay for it. So something unfortunate that we just discovered is that there is zero internet or Wi-Fi in this room. Like, nada, nothing in here, which is really unfortunate because in this day and age, we are slightly addicted to the internet, and we rely on internet while we're in our room for entertainment. Because we don't really watch our stateroom TV when we're on cruises. We are typically on our phones, on YouTube, TikTok, whatever, Instagram. And now we have to rely on vacation television. Like, anywhere else on the ship is fine. Like, look, it popped up. There's just one teeny tiny little bar.
Is it the Jewel or is the Royal Caribbean Wi-Fi?
It's the Wi-Fi guest Jewel, and even then, it's not connecting properly. So, yeah. Vacation television it is. Okay, so we made our way to Deck 5, and we are coming off the atrium, and we're going to do a little bit of shopping. We're in the Royal Shops section of the ship as we make our way more forward. Over here we have, good lord, the perfumes. And colognes, God. The perfume department. Give me a hit of that coffee bean. Oh, good lord, a palate cleanser. And then right next door, we have our regular Royal Caribbean store, I believe. Bunch of other items. We have our sundries. We have t-shirts. We have different button-up shirts as well. They have different watches. We have other cruise-related merchandise. Nothing that says Jewel of the Seas, though. We have some Royal Caribbean jackets over here, Royal Caribbean pants, Royal Caribbean shirts. And here we are. My precious.
It's just a baby.
Compared to the Allure ship model, yeah, it's just a baby. But yes, we are here to pick up the Jewel of the Seas ship model. With every new ship that I sail on, I have to pick up one of these. And it looks like it is $45. I can't remember how much the Allure one was. I feel like it was a bit more expensive. No idea. But you also have some Jewel of the Seas mugs over here, which is really cool. We have a couple of other backpacks as well. Check out these Jewel of the Seas shirts that they have over here. These are really cool. I feel like I might pick up one of these. Who knows? We'll see. Oh, babe, not the Stanleys, even though they're not Stanleys. Little Stanley knockoffs. So we were just looking at the Spirit jerseys over here, and I had asked Coda if I had gotten her a Spirit jersey on Allure of the Seas, and she said no, to which I replied, thank God, number one. And number two, we were discussing why we didn't pick up a Spirit jersey. It's because the shirt is just plain on the front. There's nothing. Like, at least put the Crown and Anchor logo right here or something, so that way from the front, you know it's a Royal Caribbean shirt, because everything right now is on the back. You good?
Yeah.
What is that? Just a little... Oh my gosh. Let's move on next door to our, like, snack and liquor store. You can see we have a bunch of little snack items. So let's see, like, how much is this? For example, this is $7. Yikes. I mean, hey, if you really want snacks, you got them. We have different cigars and other tobacco-ish products over here. I don't smoke. I don't know if there's tobacco in cigars. We have a bunch of different types of alcohol that you can buy. Oh, look at that. What a deal. 2 for $185. I don't know if that's a good deal or not. I don't drink that much to have that kind of knowledge. So yeah, it's just alcohol and liquor galore. We have a couple more snacks over here in the corner. We got different pretzels and nuts, and we got different popcorns, pistachios. We have Pringles. We have cigarettes over here that you can buy. Then there's our essential products, so things that you might have left at home, or if you're not satisfied with the 2-in-1 soap and shampoo that you have in your room, you have Head & Shoulders and Dove. We even have deodorants, spare underwear. We have Listerine toothbrushes, toothpaste. Flip those and pretend that it sounds right. We have the anti-children section. We also have the if you got a poop section. A whole bunch of different things that you might need that you might have forgotten at home. Feminine hygiene products as well, ladies, in case you need some. And look at here, in front of the counter, we even have some lighters, we have some combs, we have razors, batteries, scrunchies, nail clippers. Yeah? Feeling that hat?
Yeah.
You know the what's her face from Parent Trap?
Yeah. Meredith.
Yeah, it's giving that. I was gonna say Cruella. That's the first thing that came to my head. So something that I do love about Royal Caribbean is that they are always running deals on shirts. So for example, 3 for $40, and then they have 3 for $40. You have 2 for $30 or 3 for $40, and they just have a bunch of different t-shirts over here to pick from, and most of them are like Royal Caribbean branded, which is awesome. And then out here in the center area, we have a bunch of jewelry. We have different watches. We have different gold chain items, even more t-shirts over there. So yeah, there is a lot to see and buy over here. All right, we have made our way over to the Coral Theater for today's show. It's kind of like a welcome aboard show. So let's head on inside and see what it's all about. Okay, so we have made it inside the Royal Theater. Here is a look at it. It's a decent sized theater. I'm actually pretty surprised for a ship of this size to have a theater of this size. It's not bad at all. I will say that this middle section over here on deck 6, which is like the mezzanine level, is reserved for like concierge, pinnacle, and suite guests and key. So in case that's something that you're looking for, this is where you're going to find it. Everywhere else on the sides over here is totally fair game. You can sit wherever, and down there, I don't think there's any reserved seats either. So, welcome aboard show. It was okay. We got to know the cruise director a little bit, and then we got a little preview of the comedy show. So the comedian that's on board, he did a little family-friendly show. Family-friendly loosely. He got into some touchy subjects, but it was still interesting. He has an adult-only show on the third night of the cruise, so we'll make sure to go to that because the one on the Allure of the Seas was fantastic. And if it's anything like that, then we know we're going to have a great time. So what's on the schedule for now? Do we have anything else or
Not
no?
until majority minds.
Yeah, that's at 11. I'm sure Coda's really excited for that. Look at that face.
It's not even 9.
It's okay. We're fine. We have all day to sleep tomorrow. It's a sea day. We can sleep in tomorrow. We don't have to be anywhere until like 10:30 because breakfast goes until 11.
And Towel Animals is at 11:30.
Oh, you already got that on the schedule?
Yeah.
Towel animals?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to be doing towel animals tomorrow. Let's go ahead and go back to the room for a second. A little bit of a side note here. Something that I love about Royal Caribbean theaters is that the seats are nice and wide because they know that they're not going to have a theater full of 1,000,001 families and small children to squeeze in. You know, they don't have to fit that many people in these theaters, so the seats can be a little bit wider, a bit more comfortable. The seats in these Royal Caribbean theaters are very comfy. I love them. Just outside of the theater on deck 6, we have a sports bar called the Pit Stop and Cinema. Wait, where's the cinema? The cinema's around here? Oh yeah, the cinema's right here. Is there anything going on in there right now? Ah, wicked. They're showing that at 10. Is there anything showing right now? You want to find out? Let's see.
Wise ones left a prophecy.
So here's a look at the sports bar. You can see they have some NBA going on over there. We have the main bar right here. And Coda saw hockey.
Yeah. I think they want an intermission.
Her inner Canadian came out real quick. You might as well be. You could throw a rock and end up in Canada.
No.
No.
That close.
I'm not that close, eh? You can grab my cheese curds and enjoy some hockey.
Leave my curds alone.
So yeah, they are actually showing Wicked in the theater right now. You actually missed it. Adina Menzel and Kristen Chenoweth were singing at the time. It's a decent sized theater. You should go in there and actually look at it. It's an okay sized theater, you know, it's nothing crazy, but yeah, go take a look. And then on the opposite end of the sports bar, we do have the Casino Royale. I can't film in there right now because they are actively gambling, so not tomorrow, but on Nassau Day, I'll take you guys inside the casino to show you what it's like. On our way back to the room, we decided to make a little detour, and we're exploring the rest of deck 6. We're heading towards the back of the ship, and this is the Schooner Bar. Like, we're making our way inside over here. It's very, very nautical themed. On our last cruise, we didn't set foot inside the Schooner Bar at all. Oh, this is kind of cute. You can hop in here and pretend like you're sailing away. A little boat thingy. Yeah, it's got a little step over here. Does this move? It moves. You can pretend like you're a captain. Well, we found Chop's Grill. It's attached to the Schooner Bar, which is cool. I think Giovanni's is over here as well, somewhere. I think where we need to be later on tonight is the Safari Club, so let's make our way back there now and kind of check it out.
Oh, when I'm working, yes I know I'm gonna be the man who's working hard for you. Money, work I do, I'll have someone to really come to you. And when I come home, oh I know I'm gonna be the man who comes back home to you. And if I grow older, well I know I'm gonna be the man who's growing over you. Everybody, say I will walk
Okay, so you see Coda back there staring at something? I bet you it's an animal. She's staring at something animal related. Ah, I was wrong. I saw you standing there from a distance and I was like, she's smiling, it's probably animal related.
No, there's different puzzles and games. They've got a library you can take a book from.
Different puzzles and games? Oh, wow. Huh, what is this, categories? They got different, yeah, different puzzles. What the heck? Backgammon, what the heck is backgammon?
Backgammon?
It's backgammon, is it not?
I don't know.
Backgammon. I don't know. We got a bunch of other different puzzles here. I see some Kodak. What is that, Scrabble? Huh, interesting. And she found the giraffes. I'm actually very impressed by this whole area back here. I had no idea that this existed. Wow. This is a great place to hang out. So later on tonight, this is where they're actually going to be doing the Majority Minds game. So this is cool. This is a massive space. There's a bunch of windows back here as well, so you can look at the wake. Giant piano. That's another bar? Good lord. This is actually a really cozy place. This actually reminds me of the Sarabi venue over on the Disney Treasure, which is really cool. It's very African themed. Yeah, take a look at that. This is the wake of the ship. We're on the very back of the ship too. Like, this is the point where it kind of divots. That is so interesting. Holy cow.
And we have team from Argentina. Juan on the piano. And Anna on the piano.
What is even happening? They snaked in on itself. There's nowhere for it to go. To watch the fireworks on Pirate Night on the Wish. Granted, on our wedding cruise, we didn't get to watch like the show itself, but we were right there. We heard every bit of it. And this is one of the songs that plays. So when I hear this song, I feel like I'm on the Wish getting ready for Pirate Night. I shouldn't be allowed in adult spaces. No, thank you. Can't take me anywhere. I'm sober and I'm doing this. All right, babe, you want to explain what's going on here?
So if you didn't know, the bag I carry around is my crochet bag, my granny bag, if you will. So, my fluff is currently in the room, which means I cannot finish this stuff that's almost done. That just needs his fluff and to be sewn up at the bottom. So I've got this yarn, and then, where is it? I've got another partial duck, but I can add more to him to make him more duck. And then I have a tiny little octopus who needs his tentacles. But I've got an octopus. And then Adrian asked if I could start another duck because he was worried about me leaving my fluff in the room. So I got this yarn, I've got this yarn, I've got this yarn, and I've got this yarn that I could all start ducks with right now. And you see the orange in here? That's the beak.
Those are the beaks.
Yeah, and then I have a cat hat.
This is what I deal with every single cruise, everywhere, every time Coda leaves the room, or if we're going to like a show or an event or something, she always has her granny bag full of yarn just to entertain herself while we're waiting for things.
And
little slight arm flail.
I have another hook if you want to start.
No, I think I'm good.
And if I did bring thicker yarn, it's in the room. I don't know what size this is, but I know it's close to this one. So it's in the bag too. And a Band-Aid.
And a Band-Aid. You really have it all, huh?
Yeah. I'm set.
Name something you might borrow from your neighbor. Name something you might borrow from your neighbor. DJ, music. Name something you might borrow from your neighbor. Please take your time, safety's first. Moving on, number 4. Name something that gets you out of breath. Name something that gets you out of breath. One reason why people get married. One reason why people get married. One reason why people get married. I am married. Whoa!
Thanks. Appreciate that.
Name something you can use with only one eye. Name something you can use with only one eye.
So we just got back to the room and we left the TV on and Ice Age is playing, both of us at the same time. Ice Age is a classic. Not necessarily like this particular movie, the first Ice Age, but I forget which one this is. I think this is like the 3rd or 4th one.
Yeah.
But with all of that said, ladies and gentlemen, our first day here on board Jewel of the Seas has come to a close. Honestly, first impressions, I'm very impressed. I am very impressed by this ship. She might be 21 years old, but she's got a lot to offer, and she's actually gorgeous on the inside. Like, she's not too much of a looker on the outside, but on the inside, gorgeous. That's how it is with most people. But anyways, I want to thank you all so much for watching today's video. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought about today's video. Tomorrow, we have a day at sea, so we're going to be exploring a lot more of the ship. There's going to be a lot of activities going on. Is tomorrow the belly flop competition?
Yes.
I might be participating in the belly flop competition, so make sure you guys are subscribed so that way you don't miss that video whenever it comes out. I hope you are all having a wonderful day, morning, afternoon, evening, and I'll see you guys in the next video.